Have you ever wondered what life's ultimate purpose is? This question, so simple yet so profound, has been at the heart of human existence since time immemorial. It's the catalyst for our exploration today, as we delve into the spiritual journey, a voyage that transcends the physical and reaches into the very essence of our being. Through the wisdom of 30 inspirational Bible verses, we aim to shed light on this journey. Each verse, a beacon of divine guidance, holds invaluable insights about life, spirituality, and personal growth. They speak to us not just as words inscribed in an ancient text, but as timeless truths that resonate with our contemporary lives. These verses, steeped in profound wisdom, invite us to contemplate our existence, to reflect on our actions, and to seek purpose in our lives. They encourage us to grow, to evolve, and to strive for spiritual fulfillment. Today we begin a journey into the heart of these verses, seeking to understand the profound wisdom they hold. Our first verse, Psalm 46:10, calls us to be still and know that I am God. This potent verse beckons us towards a path of quiet reflection, urging us to pause from our bustling lives and tune into a profound silence. It's in this silence, this stillness, that we can truly hear the whisper of a greater power. This verse isn't merely an instruction, but an invitation, a divine call to recognize the presence of God in our lives. It's about surrendering our human urge for control and acknowledging that there's a guiding force that's greater than our individual selves. It gently nudges us to shift our gaze from the external world and delve into the depths of our inner selves. This inward journey helps us cultivate a deeper understanding of our identity, our purpose, and our place in the grand scheme of things. In the stillness, we connect with the divine, gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Jeremiah 29:11 assures us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse is a comforting promise that God has a hopeful future in store for us. It encourages us to believe in His grand design even when life's trials make it difficult to see. The importance of trust and faith cannot be overstated. When we trust in God's plans, we allow ourselves to be guided by His wisdom and love. This trust, this faith, not only strengthens our relationship with Him, but also fosters a sense of peace within us. Indeed, it's not about knowing what the future holds, but knowing who holds the future. God's promise is not one of harm, but of prosperity and hope. In trusting God's plan, we find comfort and hope, cultivating a positive outlook towards the future. Scene script. Proverbs 3:5-6 advises us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. This verse, in its profound simplicity, conveys an essential truth: the importance of trust and surrender to divine guidance. It encourages us to place our faith wholeheartedly in the Lord, to lean on His wisdom rather than our own limited understanding. It's a gentle reminder that our perspective is often limited, while His is infinite. It also speaks of surrender, a conscious decision to submit all our ways to Him. This isn't about giving up, but about acknowledging that we don't have all the answers. That's where trust comes in. We trust that He will guide us, that He will make our path straight if we allow Him to lead. By trusting and submitting to divine guidance, we open ourselves to the wisdom that directs us towards the right path in life. Our final verses are Romans 8:28, Matthew 28:20, and Philippians 4:13, which remind us of God's enduring love and our capacity to overcome. Let's delve deeper into these verses, shall we? Romans 8:28, a well-loved verse, tells us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This verse is a gentle reminder that God's love is unwavering. His plans are always for our good, and His purpose for us is greater than we can imagine. Even in the midst of trials, we can trust that God is working for our benefit. Next, we move to Matthew 28:20, where Jesus Himself assures us, saying, "And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." This verse serves as a comforting blanket, reminding us that we are never alone. No matter what we face, we have the assurance that Jesus is always with us, guiding and supporting us every step of the way. His presence is not just a passing visit, it's a lifelong companionship that extends to the end of the age. Lastly, we have Philippians 4:13, a verse that rings with the strength of faith. It proclaims, "I can do all things through Christ, who strengthens me." This verse is not about physical or intellectual prowess, but about spiritual strength. It's about the power we possess when we lean on Christ, our source of strength. It's a reminder that with God, we are capable of overcoming any obstacle that stands in our way. In essence, these verses encapsulate God's enduring love, His constant presence in our lives, and the strength we possess through faith in Him. They provide us with encouragement, comfort, and the confidence to face whatever life throws our way. With the assurance of God's love and the knowledge of our own strength, we are equipped to face life's challenges and embrace our spiritual journey. We have traversed through a range of inspirational verses, each offering unique insights into our spiritual journey. As we reflect on these profound words from the Bible, we realize that they serve not only as a source of comfort, but also as a beacon of wisdom that guides us in our day-to-day life. We began with verses that underscored the importance of trust. Trust in the divine, trust in the process, and trust in ourselves. These verses reminded us that faith is not just about believing in something greater, but also about surrendering our worries, our fears, and our doubts. By placing trust, we allow ourselves to be led, to be guided, and to grow. We then moved on to verses that instilled hope. Hope that no matter how bleak the circumstances, there is always a brighter day ahead. Hope is the light that pierces through the darkest of nights, reminding us that every dawn is a new beginning, a fresh start, a chance to make things right. Our journey then took us to verses that spoke of strength. Strength that comes not from physical might, but from the resilience of the Spirit. These verses reminded us that we are stronger than we think, that we are capable of weathering any storm that life may throw our way. Finally, we delved into verses that emphasized divine guidance. These verses reassured us that we are never alone, that we are always under the protective wings of the divine. By following this guidance, we align ourselves with our higher purpose. We find our true north and we navigate life's turbulent waters with grace and ease. As we continue our spiritual journey, may these verses guide us, inspire us, and illuminate our path. They are not just words, they are life lessons. They are reminders of our inherent divinity, and they are the keys to unlocking our spiritual potential. So let's keep these lessons close to our hearts. Let's keep seeking, let's keep growing, and let's keep faith. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep faith.